What's up, everybody? It's KBR Sports, the best sports talk show 24 day back from the break. Remember, you all can follow, subscribe to the KBR Sports podcast by going on Rabble TV, Spreaker, YouTube, iTunes, and SoundCloud. Also, don't forget you can follow the KBR Sports Twitter page by going to KBR_Sports, where the live links and show topics are tweeted prior to every single show. Also, you can call in at 571-991-0566 in order to join in on whatever KBR Sports discussion that may be getting discussed at that time. Okay, y'all, so coming into this next topic. So Andrew Luck is obviously going through a rough offseason right now where it's being predicted that he could possibly be out until October due to his shoulder injury. And right now, after we've seen what the Colts look like without Andrew Luck, with them taking a 46-9 thrashing at the hands of the Los Angeles Rams, where Scott Tolzien didn't seem all that impressive, you kind of have to sit there and wonder, is it time for Andrew Luck to take a stance against the Colts? Nigel, I'll take the head up on this one.
I was about to pass you anyway, so go ahead.
I'll take the heads up on this one because this is what I have been saying for months. I feel like a whole year at this point. I've been saying it for so long that Andrew Luck shouldn't have signed a contract extension because of the fact that he loses leverage with everything he has to do with the Colts. Like, ever since he signed the contract, the Colts have not shown any urgency in getting him protection and in upgrading that offensive line that he has and getting him just help on that line or even improving the defense so that he has better talent to play around. At this point, it's starting to cost him his health. I mean, when you play with a lacerated kidney, I think at that point it was a big warning sign for you to kind of use your claim to the franchise and throw your weight around and kind of voice your issues with how they're protecting you, how they're handling you in that franchise. So, I mean, I've been saying this for forever. I feel like Andrew, like all that he had at one point he had broken ribs. I think he had broken ribs. He had a lacerated kidney. He obviously has this shoulder injury that he had to get shoulder surgery on. And you're a quarterback, so your shoulders are like your part of your goal. What's goal to you? So it's one of those things for me is that at this point, how low can a franchise drag a franchise player down? How low can they lower your worth? And how low can they show that they value you if they're not willing to, if they haven't been able to get proper protection for you, if they haven't been able to build a good defense around you, if they just seem to just relegate you to just being subjected to the circumstances that you are presented with. It just doesn't seem like the way you treat your franchise quarterback. And you know that you are, like, the Colts are arguably the worst team in football without Andrew Luck. Without him, they're so anemic. It doesn't make any sense as to why. If you know that's how bad you are, then, like, they were 8-8 last season with Andrew Luck. With the way things are looking, if you don't have him this season, you could possibly go 0-16 or 1-15. That's how bad the Colts are. So it's like with that kind of value that he knows he has with this franchise, and the fact that he is the only reason why they win games, I would totally take up arms against them. I would take up a stance against them so they can get me help, they get me defense, they get me offensive linemen, capable offensive linemen that will help me be able to stay healthy, at least stay healthy and take less hits. I think since Andrew Luck has been drafted, he's been top 3 in quarterbacks hit. I think the other guy is Cam Newton, who just also came back from shoulder surgery, but that's also because he runs the ball as well. But Andrew Luck being in the top 3 for guys being hit since he was drafted, this is not good, man. It's not good at all.
You've been going on this tangent, rant, whatever you want to call it, for about a year. And I said you're wrong before, right?
Yeah.
Guess what?
What?
Still wrong.
I'm still wrong.
Nah, you're right. Actually, I completely agree with you. At this point, it's been too long. Now, at first, I disagree with you because you sign your extension, get your money. That's what you're supposed to do. So this is what you do. But now at this point, now that you have your money, now that you're paid, you have to make the franchise respect you and make your voice known. Make it known that you need help on the offensive line. Didn't they draft a receiver like in the top pick this year? Or was that last year? That was last year. It was last year they drafted at the top. How many receivers does this guy need? How about the offensive line? They didn't spend any money this offseason to boost their offensive line. So they're still just relying on youngsters. And it's like, I mean, how many times did your quarterback have to be injured before you realize, maybe we should, take care of our franchise.
Actually look out for him?
Yeah, our golden quarterback. So, I mean, it's at this point, yeah, I completely agree you see the quote-unquote rumor that was going on Mike and Mike?
What? they might try and get Jim Harbaugh to come coach, or the other guy from.
I just thought that he was demanding that he made demand a trade.
Oh, Andrew Luck might demand a trade.
Yeah, but but his camp. But then hold on, his camp said that's completely false.
I mean, this is the reason why I was saying that he shouldn't have signed the extension. Andrew Luck is so good, he was going to get money anywhere he went. A quarterback is going to get their money anywhere they go. Andrew Luck's not a wide receiver, a running back, a safety, or some guy that you're kind of your value varies wherever you go. Andrew Luck was going to have the same value wherever he went. If he didn't sign the extension and he put more fire to the burner on these guys, then. What is it? You put some to the fire, but he would have put them to the fire a bit.
Buns to the fire, but buns to the fire.
Yeah, put their buns to the fire, sort of. It would have put them under a lot more stress and made them have to realize the urgency that they have to get in protecting this guy, because you don't want to be with a franchise you feel like is going to shorten your whole career. So that was my main reason. Like, sort of how Kirk Cousins has his leeway right now with Washington.
That's completely different, though.
It's different from the standpoint of he's some way or fashion is holding the Washington team hostage because of the fact that they're not bought into him. That's the problem. They're not bought into him.
Who, Kirk?
Yeah, they're not bought into Kirk Cousins. But Andrew Luck is bought into wherever he goes. Yeah. Anywhere Andrew Luck would have went to go play, aside from a team of Aaron Rodgers and maybe Tom Brady, they would have bought into the guy. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. Like, that's why it's one of those things that I can't help but just fully criticize these guys, because it's like, what are you? Andrew Luck, every party holds culpability in this. Like, Andrew Luck holds culpability because he didn't force them to get him help.
I'm not blaming Andrew. No,
he has culpability.
It's not his job. It's not his job. But you can apply
pressure if you're a teacher and a student, your job is just to teach a student. Your job is not to make sure the student goes beyond whatever realms of potential you see in
Absolutely
them.
not. And guess what? A teacher will not be blamed. Anyway. But they won't be blamed if they don't do it. That's the whole point.
Some teachers do get blamed.
If you do your job, which is teaching, you don't get blamed if you don't go out of your way to support.
So a parent has never blamed a teacher for a bad grade their child had.
Parents blame teachers for their student. Hold on a second. A student took a lady's cell phone and sent her pictures out to his cell phone, and then shared them with everybody. And the student blamed the teacher for having her cell phone in the classroom. And mess me with that teacher, the parents to blame the teacher for anything. I don't care.
At the time, that is how it works. I'm saying the teacher still takes blame out of it all. You have to demand a higher level of play, or a higher demand of.
You can't say you did your job, but you didn't do something that we don't ask you to do or shouldn't ask of you to do. So we're blaming you for it.
No, but okay. Andrew Luck's job is to be a quarterback.
Yeah, absolutely.
If he's in an organization where that is hindering his ability to perform at that job at his highest capabilities, he should ask more of that organization to help him be able to fulfill that capability and hold him to the fire.
He hasn't. You don't know.
But Nigel, if it's just now coming out that he might be asking for a trade.
Speculation.
And if he hasn't, Nigel, that gives me more fuel for what I'm saying.
It's not his fault.
Make sure you say it. Say something.
He may have.
Say something.
Don't put your hands out like that. He may have. That's the problem. You don't know. You don't know is the problem.
Nigel, but obviously he hasn't because he signed the contract. I told you, if he didn't sign the contract, he had all the leverage in the fact that he was going to be a free agent. He signed the contract, and now he lost all that leverage. They would have had a franchise tag him, just like every other team has had to do. He would have been on 1 year tender. He didn't have to sign the franchise tag.
And what happens if you get injured? What happens if you get injured?
What happens if you get? You don't have to sign the franchise tag. You don't have to.
That's what I'm saying. He made the right choice.
He
made the right choice signing the contract. And if he now needs to, if he hasn't yet, go in there and demand of them to go get him some help.
And Nigel, guess what? He got injured playing with the team that stuck
and
him
so
with that contract.
This is a good time. This is a great time now, while you're hurt, to express that. Guess what? I'm hurt. He's not actually mad. I should specify. He's not mad that he got hurt behind the line. That's not what he's mad about. He's mad because they forced him to suck. Shut up. He's mad because they made him play while he was hurt. Is what he's upset about. Speculations. Complete speculation.
Nigel, it's a combination of both things.
It's a combination of both things.
The man played while he was hurt, and he got more hurt. Exactly. He got hurt to a point where he can't play now for a whole month, if that. You put him in the position to get hurt in the first place because your team is so trash surrounding him. The only other guy with noteworthy name is T.Y. Hilton. That's the only other guy. I think Frank Gore, he did have a good season last year, rushed for 1,000 yards. Credit to the
offensive line is the worst in the league.
The offensive line is not it's not the worst, is it?
No.
It's still so bad.
It's bad.
I'm not disagreeing with you. Every team knows Tony Romo. At one point, Tony Romo was getting hit a lot in Dallas.
Yeah, and they made it a
point.
Yes,
offensive
and now he needs to go in there and say, you know what, guys, look. If he hasn't already, go in there and look. Say, look.
Doesn't look like they have.
Shut up.
I'm just saying.
If he hasn't gone in there yet and said, guys, I like you guys. I like playing here. Maybe he loves Indy.
I don't.
Maybe he does. Maybe he loves being there. Maybe he loves the franchise. Maybe he loves everything about it. Maybe he's a loyal guy. Go in there and just be like, look, guys, I need help on the offensive line. I just need help on the offensive line. You guys do that, I get you back to the playoffs.
Guess what? But it's been too long. He was drafted in 2012.
Okay, it's been 5 years.
Nigel,
hold on a second.
It's taking that long for you to give him any help?
In the first 2 years, he went to the playoffs. He had an okay team.
But Nigel, that doesn't change the fact that he was the most
talking, bro.
guy.
I'm talking.
Okay.
Shut up.
Go ahead.
I cut you off. You don't cut me off. All right.
All right. Go ahead. I'm just passionate.
I want to be
healthy. I want to be healthy.
Damn, shut up.
Go ahead.
I lost what I was saying now. But seriously. First 2 years, he had an okay offensive line. It wasn't good, but it was okay. It protected him. Is the point? It protected him.
Nigel, he was the most.
Guy. Will you shut up? I'm talking.
No, I gotta say something. That's what you just said. No, I'm saying, but he was the most hit guy since he's been drafted.
Okay.
So obviously the offensive line has not been.
I said the first 2 years they was okay offensive. And that wasn't great. It was okay. The last 3 years, 2 years really because they didn't play last year much. But the last 2 years, it's been garbage. I understand that. I completely agree with you.
It's the same offensive line that Peyton Manning got hurt behind.
Okay.
It's the same line. Same line that went.
Peyton Manning was pushing 50.
Oh, stop it. Why are you disrespecting Peyton? Come on.
He was, though.
Come on.
He couldn't throw a football.
No, you just made disrespectful to Peyton now.
He disrespectful. He couldn't throw a football.
He could. My man literally came back the next season was
after a year
comeback
off.
player of the year.
After a year off.
He had surgery. Because that terrible
And guess what? Why he got surgery? He couldn't throw a football. That's what I'm saying.
The neck pain was so bad because that line could.
Does that change what I said?
What?
He couldn't throw a football.
He couldn't throw a football.
He couldn't throw a football.
It just hurt.
Look it up. He couldn't throw a football.
It just hurt. It technically could.
You just not looking. Shut up. That's why you're not looking it up.
It just hurt.
Anyway, I'm trying to move on. I'm trying to move on here.
Oh, you said this anyway.
Yeah, my point is I'm trying to move on. Anyway, first 2 years, he had an okay offensive line. I guarantee you they will be above 20 in terms of PFF, maybe.
His offensive line.
Yeah, above 20.
How much you want to bet on this?
I don't have any money. No, not this season. Not the season. The 22nd this season.
How much you want to bet on this, Nigel?
20. You really want to bet?
They played one game. They played one
I'm talking,
game.
But they only ranked it off the off season. They didn't rank it so far. I mean, it's only been one game.
They do like quarterly reviews of offensive line.
I ain't got no money.
I'm ready to bet you.
I ain't got no money.
Nigel, come on.
Broke it
Bet food.
I ain't got no food.
Bet service.
I ain't got service. What you mean? Alright, so for real, where do you think they would be?
The offensive line?
Yeah.
25th, 27th. The Seahawks last season, they were off terrible offensive line. I think they were 28th, 27th. I think they will be below 25th. And if we're getting below 25th and there's 32 teams in the league, you're in the bottom quarter.
They're not worse than the Seahawks. I think we'll agree on that.
The Seahawks pretty bad.
Yeah, Seahawks, no, they're not pretty bad.
But they were only 27th.
And they started this season 32nd. The Bengals offense, I'm not gonna call it offensive line. Just the 5 people who were there are below them. After that, I don't know.
Well, I think after that, the 49ers offensive line isn't great.
Oh yeah, okay, there you go.
I think the Rams offensive line was definitely bottom there, but the Rams have made a entirely different.
Yeah, they made effort to boost it.
That's what I'm saying. Where's the effort at? That's what
I agree with you on that.
That's what Andrew, save yourself, man. Save himself. You only got your NFL life only lasts so long. Save yourself while you can live it. You said Tom Brady.
Oh, real question before you end. Is Tom Brady gonna be on the decline? Is this the year?
Where did this come from?
You just said Tom. You said Tom Brady.
I didn't though.
Oh, you said somebody, didn't you?
No.
You said Tom Brady.
I said him like 10 minutes ago.
I'm 100% certain you just said Tom Brady.
I literally said him
I'm
like
100% certain you just said Tom Brady.
I said you only have one NFL life.
Oh, you said that, and I was thinking. I said Tom Brady. That's what it was. I heard Tom Brady. I was like, I forgot. I said it. You said you only have one NFL life, and it only lasts for so long. I'm like, I said, tell that to Tom Brady, and then I was like, oh, Tom Brady. How do you think this is the decline of Tom Brady?
What a climb there.
Because I want to set this up because you said You said you were drafting for your fantasy. I forgot I gotta set it up. You didn't want to take Tom Brady in your fantasy league because you said he's gonna fall off at some point. He had a bad first game. He's last in NFL completion percentage.
Yeah.
Is
one game.
Still less.
Doesn't
invalidate most statement.
No, it doesn't. I'm just adding more.
Okay.
Adding more.
I'm just implied.
Context.
It's implied.
Okay. Is it?
Everybody knows we only played one game so far. So yeah, it's implied. I'm right about that. So is this a decline? Is this a decline of Tom Brady? Is this a decline of Tom Brady?
Julian Edelman is hurt, so I think naturally he will decline because without Julian Edelman, that's your number one targeted receiver last season, and he had the number one receptions, and that's your security blanket.
They had a chance to go 16-0.
Huh?
Didn't you say they had a chance?
I did say that, but then Danny Amendola got hurt too, and Dante Hightower got hurt.
Foolish.
Did they not have a chance to go 16-0?
No, because they lost their first game apparently.
No. But when I said that,
they still lost. I don't care.
Did they have a chance?
No, they didn't have a chance.
And
I said that when we talked about it. No, they didn't.
They did.
So yeah, I'm still right.
No, they had a chance before. Every team in the league has a chance to go 16-0 before the season starts. They do. Did they not? Did they not?
I'm not having this conversation.
I'm just because.
Get your hand off me.
Why don't you just say it?
No, go ahead. We're over. Go to the next topic.
You don't want to just hold on to
I asked you a question.
And you didn't answer. I already gave my answer. You didn't give
your
your
answer. Overtime.
So we were overtime when you asked the question.
Again, it was a quick question. That's why we're overtime. Now let's go on to the next section. Anyway, folks, we'll be right back with your best talk show every 24-hour day. KBR Sports. End the thing, man. Come on.
You make no sense. You literally asked me a question.
I asked you a question.
We were overtime.
I asked you
a
question.
You don't answer the same question.
It was a quick question.
You didn't
ask me the question I asked you.
I said yes, he's going to decline because Julian Edelman's
that's it. You didn't